What does it take to live a minimalist life? Believe it or not, it has nothing to do with how many things you own, nor does it require you to live in a tiny house. It's about carefully selecting the things that matter the most to us. Being really selective with the people that we bring into our lives. Choosing how we spend every minute of our day. Recognizing that our attention, energy, and resources can go into shaping the life that we want to live. My life is quite simple, but this is by design. By slowly eliminating everything that was unnecessary, it brought me a sense of freedom and control over my own life. It's nothing extraordinary, but it's a life that feels authentic to me. Here is a day in my life. I'm not a morning person, so having a pretty consistent morning routine gives me a purpose to get out of my comfy bed in the mornings. And thinking about that first sip of my morning coffee really motivates me to get the day started. So that's exactly how every day begins. Morning coffee is so much more than just a boost of caffeine. It's a moment to pause and enjoy the morning birds, a chance to let my thoughts wander, and slowly wake up from my sleep. Probably one of my favorite parts of my day is taking my dogs out for their morning walk.
Come on, Lily. Are you ready to go? Let's go outside. Come on.
It's always a mini adventure trying to find unknown trails or hidden paths that we haven't explored yet. Away from people, away from the noise, just us in nature. This time of year on Maui, the air still feels really cool in the mornings, so we usually take our time to walk for 30 minutes to an hour. I usually drink my coffee until it's lunchtime, but on the weekends, I do like to make brunch. We have about 4 to 5 favorite brunch recipes on rotation, but one of my favorites is this burrito with breakfast potatoes, scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt, and avocado. It's so simple and surprisingly really filling. And I think it's my go-to because I always have these ingredients in my fridge. And no matter how busy our work schedule is, we always try to have our meals together because this is the time to talk about life, work, our families, our plans for the future. Besides, we both love and appreciate food so much, so there's no better way to bond than eating together. Sometime in the morning, I'll do a quick workout. I've always been an active person. I danced ballet for years, I played volleyball, I still love to bike, swim, rollerblade, and these activities are my preferred way of exercising. With the warm weather all year, it's such a blessing to be able to step outside, go for a walk or a hike anytime, but I also love taking out my yoga mat just to move my body, even if it's for 10 minutes. My goal is to become stronger because I love the challenge, both mentally and physically, but more importantly, because I want to take good care of my body, because our bodies already do so much for us. I'll plan it in advance so I can take the whole afternoon to film and edit the footage in the evenings. Lately, I've been riding around my bike trying to capture the little details of my hometown. The abundant nature, the people, the sounds and the colors. I love that I can share some of Maui's beauty with you through these videos. Our house faces north, so with the sunlight that comes in the late afternoons, it gets really hot. We have an AC in the house, but honestly, the best way to cool off is with a cold shower or with a smoothie. My smoothie recipe always changes. It depends on what's in my fridge, but usually some combination of bananas, berries, spinach, yogurt and coconut water, and maybe some chia seeds or moringa powder. It's so refreshing, and I'll freeze the leftovers and eat them later. As you guys might know, I work from home. Whether it's the weekend or a weekday, I dedicate some time every day to my YouTube channel. The whole process of making a video from beginning to end takes a lot of time, but creating something that's meaningful to me has been so fulfilling, and more importantly, doesn't feel like work for me. And instead of trying to do it all, I give myself one task a day to finish, and when I do, I feel so accomplished. I know it seems like my days are centered around food, but that's because it really is. My dinners are usually something light, probably some leftovers or something I batch cooked at the beginning of the week. Last week, I made some butternut squash soup with fresh ginger, carrots, and garlic. I always sweat so much eating this, but it's so worth it because it's one of my favorite comfort foods. Minimalist life begins living each day mindfully and intentionally. Sure, I have moments when I spend way too much time on social media, binge watching YouTube videos, or just falling into the trap of buying things I don't need. But most of my days, I make an effort to surround myself with the people that I love, read an interesting book, pursue my hobbies, and just be grateful for everything that I have. Adopting a minimalist mindset encouraged me to envision what I truly wanted out of life. It made me question how I was spending my time, reevaluate what I was working towards, and it redefined my definition of happiness. There is no one way to live a minimalist life, but that's exactly the point. When you find your own version of minimalism, you will find what's truly important to you.